All right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. I am your host, resident day trader, and your brother in the struggle. The name is Hassan. I'm here to go over my trades for the day. Please make yourself at home. Hit that like button on your way in, and let's get to it. Another red day. It's been like I got a nice streak going at this point, and last week was enough to. I spent the weekend basically ready to throw everything I've been doing out the window and kind of start over, um, and kind of rebuild a new system and a new strategy. I've always believed in support and resistance levels. That's pretty much. I mean, there's no way around that. That price moves between support and resistance, and that has been a part of my trading strategy. But I use more short term levels of support and resistance because I'm somewhat of a scalper, you know. Um, Let me turn off these alerts. Let's just hit that speaker. All right. So yeah, there was a few comments that came in, and there's a lot of experienced traders who've been coming by, and giving me their advice, and I super appreciate everybody's comments, and I've even gotten some emails. Really cool, like really, it's an awesome community, man. I appreciate you guys, but it's like I know what I've been doing has not been working, so I'm very vulnerable to someone saying, "Hey, man, you're doing it all wrong." And after a couple of weeks of just like digging a hole for myself, I was like, maybe I just need to reapproach this thing. But I was in the chat today, man, and a buddy of mine who's been training with me, Ben, shout out to you, Ben. He was like, just out of curiosity, how would you have done today if you traded your system, the one that you've been trading, the one that you've been working on for the last 2 years? And I went through everything and I was like, wow, I wouldn't have traded any of these. None of these would have triggered an entry. And then I pulled up something that would have triggered an entry, which was ARM. This right here was a good trigger. It would have been a quick 2 to 1. Um, and he was like, I've never actually seen your strategy fail. I just, he's just basically watched me step outside of the rules day after day. I'll have, on my good days, I'll have 2 or 3 trades that I trade according to my system. And then I'll have a bunch of other trades that I just kind of gunslinging, just using my gut feeling and all of that, and trading my profits away. And I was so happy when he said that because I have hundreds of screenshots of successful trades that I've taken based on this system. And, over the last 2 years, I've created criteria where I've seen it fail and where I've seen it succeed, and kind of, created a system to keep me successful. And in a bull market, the system is like almost effortless because everything is making higher lows. Everything, when it comes down to VWAP, shoots back up, and it's easy. In a bear market, there's only a few things that are actually confirming uptrends and moving up, while everything else is doing a lot of fake outs, a lot of bull traps, and trading lower. So the criteria that I have works in a bull market, but there's no wiggle room. Like, you have to, if either the criteria is met or it's not. There's no, it's kind of good. I'm squinting, trying to make a setup out of a non-setup. It's just none of that works. And I had removed VWAP from all of my charts, and I was just really ready to throw it all out the window. He's like, man, I've really never seen your setup fail. You just keep not using it. So that was crazy, man. That realization was just like, you know what I mean? So I'm not giving up on my strategy. I've always had confidence in it. It's been a rough couple weeks of me just messing up, of me just being not disciplined and not focused on what I know works. And a lot of it is, when I'm looking at my watch list, there just aren't any opportunities. And I'm sitting here in this chair because I want to make money, you know? And so I feel if I'm sitting here for a while and nothing's happening, now I start to look for other possible situations where I think I might be able to make some money. But those situations are outside of what I've tested. They're outside of the criteria that I've made based on hundreds of trades over the last couple years. And I just somehow in the moment I keep forgetting that. And I was ready to throw all of that testing, all of that data out the window. But I'm glad my buddy Ben spoke up, and my buddy HH Trader too. He was like, yeah, that's true, man. So I'm going to refocus. I've actually spent a lot of today working on a scanner so that when my watch list is not showing me opportunities, I have something else I can kind of busy myself with and sort through to look for other opportunities in the market. And ultimately, it's just boils down to discernment and me being disciplined and me not taking trades that don't meet all of the criteria. I've kind of had this really flexible idea of when it's okay to take a trade, but that's stupid. There's no flexibility. Either it meets the criteria or it doesn't, you know. And so yeah, I was a little down. Usually at the end of my day, after I go over my charts and see the mistakes I've made, I feel down. I mean, I feel good because I see what I've done wrong, and I know what I can work on, and come back tomorrow with a better mindset and a better approach. But because I came in this morning basically trading something foreign to me and something outside of anything I have rules for or anything like that, and after that failed, I was just like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like I need to re-educate and redo everything. But now that I have a direction, and I'm just gonna keep on plugging at what I've been doing, but focus on the improvements I need to make, which is strictness, discernment, 100% criteria. I need to make like a checklist that I can put next to my level 2 just to remind myself if it doesn't meet all of these things, then I won't trade it. I won't trade it. Like, there's really no point in even going over these because none of these fit my criteria. And I just came in on a different time today. But I'm going back to what I was doing. And I'm just going to be patient with the process. Just going to be patient with the process. I'm going to manage risk. I did not manage risk well. I shouldn't have taken this last trade on Google while I was waiting for Coin and Mara to work out. Coin and Mara were doing really good today. My entry on Coin was fantastic, but I didn't take profit and got stopped out. A little above. Actually, my broker kicked me out because I was all my positions had failed and I was deep into the red. I don't know why they waited until Coin was turning around to stop me out, but it wouldn't have mattered ultimately because it traded way down. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep where I'm at. I gotta take, it's hard to not take the advice when I get people coming in here who have traded for 10 years and are profitable, and I'm here struggling at a very novice level of 2 years. But I have had some experienced people tell me, you're doing okay, you just need to make a few adjustments. And then I have other people say, you're doing it all wrong, you need to do something completely different. So I'm just going to take those with a grain of salt, and I'm going to focus on doing what I'm doing, but tweaking the things that I'm struggling with. And that was the whole premise of me starting this channel. I was doing well when I started this channel, but there was a few things that I was struggling with that I needed to tweak. And my goal with this channel was a little bit of self-accountability, also to build a community. It's been a lot of fun trading with you guys, coming into the chat, and we've been kicking ideas back and forth. It's been really great. I've gotten a lot of great advice, a lot of good support, so that's really cool. I'm just gonna stick with what I'm doing and come back tomorrow, get here a little bit earlier, spend time lining things out for myself, making a plan, and looking forward to a strong day tomorrow, man. Anyway, I appreciate all the support. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I'll be streaming tomorrow at around 9:20 market open, and hope to see you then. Peace.